Hey guys, welcome to Pinterest in 10 minutes a day, where we empower busy moms to take control of their online business, which is 10 minutes a day of Pinterest marketing. Our goal is to teach you the ins and outs of do-it-yourself Pinterest marketing, share success stories, and provide actionable tips to help you grow your business. Get ready to learn how to make the most out of your limited time and resources and achieve big results. Let's dive in and start building your online presence with Pinterest today. So today we are going to cover a Q&A that one of the students in my Facebook group had, and she was saying that all of her Pinterest stats are going up, such as her followers, her monthly views, but she wasn't getting any traffic or sales or the saves that she thought she should be getting, right? So what does this mean? What does it mean when you finally start seeing numbers increase, but you're still not making any sales or traffic and people aren't saving your pins? So this is where I kind of talk about the vanity numbers and then the actual numbers that you want to look at with Pinterest. But first off, if you're getting pin views, if people are clicking on your pin to look at it, I'm not talking about the outbound click to a website, but they're clicking on your pin to actually look at it and maybe read the description or watch the video. And if you're getting followers using these strategies, that is amazing. You are doing great work. You are acting on what you have been learning, and your account is going to keep going. I am so proud of you. Now, this is when you're having engagement, like people are looking at your pins, they're seeing your pins, but you're not quite getting the saves. This is the next step, okay? So you go from account with nothing, no followers, you've set up your profile, you have it all optimized, and you've been pinning consistently. The first thing you're going to start seeing is you're going to start seeing those monthly views. You'll hopefully start seeing some pin clicks where people open up and read or watch the pin, and hopefully you'll start seeing some followers with that. And then the next step is you should start seeing saves on those pins where people are saving them to your board, or some outbound clicks where people are outbound going to the website. I find there's two type of pinners. Some pinners just save everything and they remember where they saved it and they go back and find it. Then there's other pinners, which I fall into that category, is where I actually click it and go to the website. And if it's something that I really need to read, then I email it to myself and I forget to save it. So getting saves of those pins and outbound clicks are two really good things. The goal is still to get those outbound clicks because that's what's going to ultimately get you the lead, the client, and make money, right? But if the vanity numbers, your followers, your monthly views, the expanded pin clicks are up and you've been going at it for months and you're just kind of at this plateau and you're not getting the traffic and you're not getting the saves, then it could be you haven't optimized your Pinterest profile most ideally with your specific niche. So if there's two pinners starting from ground A, right? If you both get your profile optimized and you both start getting engagement, the next step should be you start getting saves and outbound clicks and website visits and sales, right? But if one of you have your profile optimized and the other one isn't quite specific related to your niche, then that person who has their profile optimized will start seeing more clicks, more saves, and traffic. Whereas if your profile isn't optimized, you're kind of going to hit at that plateau. You might even keep increasing your views and keep increasing your followers, and you really feel like you're doing good. But when you look back and you realize nobody is actually going to your website and you're not making the money or hitting the sales, it can get really, really frustrating. And the biggest reason is you've either have too broad of a keyword with your profile. So these pins are getting great. They're broad enough keywords that they are showing up in the feed and people really like them, but they're not actually specifically targeted to your ideal client. Meaning all of these views are nice, but it's better to have less views and saves and website clicks because that's how you're going to get your leads. That's how you're going to get clients versus all of these views and no saves or website visits. Okay. So if you have optimized your profile, you feel like, but you're kind of hit a plateau, like you raised in numbers or maybe you're still raising in numbers, but you're not getting the clicks and saves. You've been consistent for about 3 to 6 months, and you're really not getting the traffic you want or saves or email signups, then I definitely recommend signing up for my free Pinterest audit. Okay. You can go over to my website and request your free audit today, ShariceMerrill.com, right? And we will look at it together. We're going to first find out who your clients are, what their main pain points are, and then we're going to look at your profile and see if those line up. About 7 or 8 times out of 10 when I do these audits, a lot of the clients that I work with, they have their profile set up to general with their niche, but not specifically down to attracting their ideal clients. Okay, so that is you. Please head on over and sign up for your free audit today. The overall, Pinterest does take about 3 to 6 months with the nail on target strategy, up to 9 to 12 months if you are kind of figuring it out on your own to really see that growth. Students in my academy, by the end of 3 months of going through the academy, have already doubled their traffic and seen that growth. So that's people who have gone through the academy. It still takes about 3 months. But if you're doing it and trying to figure it out on your own, it might take to 6 to 9 months to really start seeing the visits and the saves. So Pinterest is a platform that you need to be patient with. But then again, having that audit and making sure you have your profile as optimized as you can is going to help with the patience level, because you'll see that growth a little bit sooner versus getting it all set up and then 9 months later being like, I forgot about all these keywords that I could have been adding. And then you have to play that 1 to 2 month waiting game to see whether changing your keywords, changing the boards will actually fix that problem and get you those saves and traffic visits. Okay. So the action step I want you to do is 1, go to your Pinterest analytics and evaluate if it's improving. Okay. Now, there's always going to be ups and downs with your Pinterest profile and based on the month. So if you are really have all this stuff that works great around the holidays with your Etsy shop, you're obviously going to have way more engagement then versus in the summer. But if you have a summer business or that type of thing, there's going to be ups and downs. I know with my business with Pinterest, there's always kind of a lull around October and November as all these business owners are getting ready for Black Friday and the end of the year. Which, if mentioning Black Friday, make sure you guys are on my email list, because the POG Academy is going on a sweet deal for Black Friday. Okay, so make sure you're on the email list so you can get that code. But in January, the end of December and January, those numbers really pick up because all these business owners are getting their whole fresh start to the new year. Okay, so there's going to be flexes, but you want to evaluate and see if you've kind of been at the same plateau for the last 3 months with your monthly views, with your followers, with your pin clicks, and like your traffic and saves. If you're not really getting that, then I definitely recommend signing up for the audit. Okay. And check out those analytics. If you're not digging into your analytics, then how are you going to know if your strategy is working or not, right? It's important to look, and even though Pinterest is slow moving, knowing that, okay, it's been like 3 months and I haven't made a change is going to start getting the gears working in your brain as what tweaks or changes do I need to make, okay? So just being consistent with those analytics and looking at them once a month gives you an overall idea where you're going, okay? And then your second action step is if you realize that you've kind of been stationary and not really seeing growth with your profile, then go sign up for your free audit. I don't know how much longer I'm offering them for because my schedule is getting really full with that, especially with the end of the year. But we will get that set up for you and figure out the next steps for you specifically to keep growing with Pinterest. Okay, guys? Thank you so much for listening. If you have any questions about Pinterest marketing, I'd love to answer them for you. Feel free to head on over to my free Facebook group, Woman on Pinterest. Join the group, ask your questions. I'm here for you every Sunday. There is a thread for you to post your questions and I answer them Monday morning. And also, if you'd love to help a fellow entrepreneur out, I'd love it if you'd love to review, saved this, pinned this, shared this podcast or this blog post or this video if you found it valuable. And I will chat with you guys next time. Have a great day.